Hi, welcome to Moody Blooms. Today we're in the Connell's Family Orchard, and this is one of the owners, Rick, and he's going to show us around his beautiful orchard. And come join us on Moody Blooms.
So this is our pick your own raspberry patch.
You did? What'd you find, Lola? Lola had some face painting done today, so Lola, show me what you got.
Let me take a picture first.
Here, show me, baby.
Are they good?
Wow. Here, hold them in your hand. Let me see. Wow, those are so juicy.
Hello. Come on in.
You can try this.
And this is cousin Katie. Say hi, Katie. She's going to join us in our tour. So what else do you grow here?
Pumpkins, apples, plums, blueberries. Next year we're going to start planting strawberries.
So what different apples do you have here?
We have over 30 varieties.
Do you know which kind these are right here?
Those are keepsakes. To the right are Connell Reds. It's a variety that my uncle developed.
So it's your own special hybrid?
Kind of.
So just so you know why this is so fancy, hopefully this works okay, because we are related to our fourth great grandfather used to own this apple orchard, and now Rick and his brother are the new owners, so lucky him. And then what kind are these over here?
So those first two rows are Wealthies, and then the next 2,000 trees are Honeycrisp.
Oh, and wasn't Honeycrisp developed in the Midwest? Wasn't it a Minnesota or?
Yep,
University of
correct.
Minnesota.
Yep,
Oh wow!
correct.
So you guys should feel proud about that. Yeah, that's fancy.
This is our pumpkin patch. So I was born on Halloween, so naturally I love Halloween. This is the entrance to the Field of Screams. It's a haunted walk we do at the end of October.
And we'll have the website link down below that you guys can go visit too if you're in the neighborhood.
What are you doing now?
Come by and check it out. So we're near Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Such a beautiful day. Rick's gonna let me drive the gator, so everybody hold on tight. We'll see how this goes.
Stay right there.
All right, everyone hold on. Seriously, my driving skills aren't always
Where do you
amazing.
live? You live in California?
All right, Rick, where do I go?
Wherever you want. So the blueberries are to the right.
I can't hold it straight!
Do your best, do your best! Plums!
Those are Macintosh.
Oh, just kidding.
Fortunes, 2 rows of Honeycrisp, Sweet 16s, Paula Reds, Prestines, Golden Crunch, more Honeycrisp. No, what I did was I got to the center of this so I could see the seeds. When the seeds turn brown, that's when the apple is ripe.
Well, that's how you know?
Mm-hmm.
What color are they if they're not ripe?
White.
So,
So these trees here were planted in 1937 by my great-grandfather.
sweet. Hold on! It's a little soon.
These apple trees need to grow more and the apple trees.
So if you notice I'm not driving anymore, it's, yeah.
I was talking about that.
So this is orchard mower. This is how we mow the orchard. It's quite large. This is 12 feet with this wheel here. It's 13 feet. Now if...
Is that apple stuff?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, excuse me.
So when this wheel comes to a tree, it pushes itself and goes around the tree. So you can mow in between. So you can mow in between the rows. So
Pretty cool. And how many of these do you have?
we have 2.
Very cool. What's this big daddy right here in blue?
This is the 4600.
What's this used for?
It used to be our primary tractor. Technology's changed a lot, and we upgraded to the New Holland tractor. But
this
when
is
we
the
have
new daddy right here?
What's that?
This is the new one right here?
It's a newer one, yeah.
And what is this called?
It's a TL45. It's a little smaller, but it's handy for mowing and moving things around. When we have something really heavy we need to move, we use the 4600, and then we also have the TL80, and that's what we use for spraying and doing the wagon rides.
This is it. And what's this big barn for over here?
That's where we just pulled out all those bins and boxes. We have it's just a lot of storage. We have a ton of those white bins. We have a ton of those bins that are wood. We have a bunch of those boxes. All the Field of Scream stuff we store in there.
And what date does that Field of Screams thing come?
It'll be the 24th, 25th, and 26th this year.
Oh, so it's limited edition.
It's 3 days in a row. It's the Thursday, Friday, Saturday before Halloween.
Oh, okay. Make sure you guys check that out, because that sounds like fun. We already went through one of the spooky areas of it, and I'm not gonna
what?
lie. We went through one, I wouldn't want to give it away. We went through one of the spooky areas already, and I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. So.
So this is a hydro ladder. That's something we used to use a lot, but the technology in apple trees have changed so much. It used to be that trees were so tall and vigorous growing, and now with dwarf trees, they're so small. A piece of equipment like this is obsolete. we just hang picking sacks and lean things up against it now. It is used in the field of screams.
Oh, so look out for that, guys.
So this goes way up in the air, and you can drive it around from up in the air. You use it to sneak into apple trees. So.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's go check out your store. Should we?
Okay, sure. And then this lawnmower over here is actually it's not your typical lawnmower. Is kind of a special lawnmower. It's a rear discharge. So when we're mowing in between the raspberry rows, it's not blowing grass clippings into the raspberries.
Very cool.
Not exactly show and tell day, but kind of middle of the operation. This is where the bees come out of the store.
Oh, wow. So, do you know anything about neem oil and bees? Because there's such
About what oil?
Neem oil and bees. There's lots of controversy about whether it's acceptable or not. Okay, just curious. Am I gonna get stung? Because I might be allergic. Okay. You have to talk really loud because of the motor. No.
You got to talk really quiet because you don't want to piss them off. So this is where the bees are coming out of the store. If you look, you can actually see they're carrying pollen into the hive. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to take that nectar, and they're going to, what they do is they go out to the flower, and they eat the nectar. They bring it and they eat it. So it's in their stomachs, and they have a digestive enzyme in their stomach that breaks it down and turns it into honey. But it doesn't exactly stop there. What they do is the bee will bring it back into the hive, and they regurgitate it into the mouth of another bee, and their digestive enzymes work to break the still nectar down, and they'll regurgitate it into yet another bee's mouth, and anyways it goes on and on and on, just a series of regurgitation until it finally is turned into honey.
All right, let's go check out your store.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
So what we do here is we dump the apples on here. The small apples go through here. The small ones drop out. We sell those as deer apples or juice apples. The larger apples proceed into here. They get sprayed with water. And then the brushes scrub the apple. The apples just keep pushing themselves through. So then we come down to here. The apples just keep pushing themselves through. These are little sponges. It dries off the apple, it polishes the apple, and they just keep pushing themselves through.
How come they're not coming through yet?
Because we're not dumping any apples there. So once again here. This is a quality control. As it's going up, it's rotating the apple so that you can see if there is a bruise on the apple. Then there's a person standing here pulling off the number 2s.
Wow.
The medium-sized apples are going to get to this size eliminator, and they will drop out. The large apples go down to the table.
So they're sold by size then?
They are sized.
What do you think, Lola?
What they're doing is they're bagging apples. They grab the apples, they look at them to see if they have a bruise on them. If they don't have a bruise, they go into the bag. If they do have a bruise, they go into a box, and we sell them as seconds.
Very good quality control. I like it.
So we bag them, we put them into these bins. When the bin is full, we put them into the cooler. Okay, so this is the cooler.
Wow.
So these here are wealthies that were just picked off the tree. They were brought in here. They're still waiting to be sorted, and then these are the wealthies that are already sorted. The apples right here. This is for a Altoona school district.
Aww.
So we.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
That's right. These apples here are Zestars. Zestars that are sorted. So you're typically on a Saturday morning, this cooler is completely full. So there's just a aisle down here, just down the middle, so we can get in. So this is what it looks like on a Sunday afternoon. Pretty empty.
Wow, so all these have been sold. This whole area was full, and now they've all been sold.
Typically.
Yeah.
We do have another storage cooler also. So it's actually a lot bigger than this one. So we don't have it turned on yet. We just started picking.
So this is the start of the apple season. Is that why?
This year, because of the winter that never ended.
Yeah, the crazy
It was
winter.
cold spring.
Yeah.
Did
that hurt the business at all? Because
it didn't hurt the business. It delayed harvest.
Okay.
So what typically we're completely sold out of Zestars right now.
Yeah.
And we still have 3 pallets and a full bin. So we still have 100 bushels left. Usually we're sold out. Usually we're doing mass quantity picking for Honeycrisp. This year we're just hunting. You're driving around looking for the Honeycrisp.
So what about the bees? You want to show me the bees?
Yeah, sure.
So, Mom.
Yep.
I've always thought that was so interesting that everything depends on just a small amount of time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is the beehive. It's inside the store.
And that's where we saw them coming out of the house, out of the building. It's crazy.
This where they make their honey?
Yeah.
This is. So the top 3 frames is honey. The bottom ones are babies.
Look at the bees. So the top 3 are making honey. You said?
The top 3 frames
Okay. So 1,
are
2,
honey,
3.
and then the bottom 6 are
Babies.
Yep.
Very cool. They also sell delicious honey here. We buy it every time we come. It's delish. Oh, I'm sure she did. Yep, only you can save the bees. That's true. And they also have ice cream, which is delicious, and the apple pie is incredible. We actually took a couple home for dinner. Turnovers, caramel apple pie, caramel donuts, delicious bakery. So these are my ancestors. And this was the farm in, let's see,
1953. This is my dad, and this is my Aunt Jenna.
Aww. So they grew up here.
Yep, and this is right in our front door.
Wow. Oh wow. Where are you in the newspaper? Is that really you?
Yep.
Ricky, look at little Ricky.
There's little
Age
Ricky.
11.
It's me.
Ricky. Oh, he's just a town celebrity now, isn't he? Very cool. So yeah, so that's how we're related.
How would you feel about taking off your hat so we could see you better?
Oh yeah, that might be good. No, why is your hair cray cray?
Uh-huh.